One question I catch myself asking those who work with me or who just are within my circle is, what kind of conversation are you having in your head? Meaning, what are you telling yourself on a daily basis, even on an hourly basis? Are your thoughts good or bad? How do you actually process your thoughts and even digest them? In this video, I am sharing some tips on how you can give yourself a pep talk throughout the day so you may become your #1 cheerleader. I also know that this may be uncomfortable for most, so I will be sharing phases that I went through personally, so you may be encouraged that you're not alone and know that you're on the right track. So if you're interested, please continue watching this video. Hello my beautiful ladies, wives, moms, gals. My name is Deona and I share tips based around my journey on becoming that wife, #Proverbs 31, and hoping that you will be inspired to walk into excellence by setting virtuous standards in your fitness, faith, and financial journey. Becoming your #1 cheerleader is very important to becoming that wife, since you may go through some phases where you will be put up to the test. Oh, really? Sometimes those tests may require you to be lonely, to evolve, to sacrifice, and even be around people who are smarter and more equipped than you. And most of the time, and give me a thumbs up and comment down below that you agree with this point right here, most people who you are currently around may not understand the transition that you are going through. So you must have to be in a place where you are your own cheerleader. Now, I'm no expert, nor am I by any means a therapist, but I personally came from a place where I lacked a lot of love with myself when I left a relationship some years ago. And looking back, these are the steps and phases that I went through personally, and I will be sharing tips regarding each phase. So the first phase that I had to go through was acknowledging the truth, acknowledging I needed change, acknowledging the ugly. In this video, I share how fed up I was hating myself, and I also acknowledge that I wasted too much time doing so. I refused to live my whole life feeling like that, and instantly I was set free. So my tip for you is to acknowledge how you are feeling, that you are feeling some type of way about your current state, your current mental, your current space, your current lifestyle. Stop living a lie and start being real with yourself, and start expressing how you truly feel. The purpose of this is because we need for you to start expressing what needs to be changed. If you're jealous, speak it. If you're angry, speak it. If you're unhappy, speak it. If you're boring, speak it. We only have one life to live, and wasting it in a lie is no fun. Once you acknowledge that ugly behind truth, you will probably be in this uncomfortable naked space. You're gonna feel a little naked. You know, you just express some things, you just let it out, and it's there. What do you do with that ball of words? Ugly behind words. You just told yourself the truth and you just don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to fill yourself back up with good stuff, right? So this is the part where you use them ugly behind words and you turn them around to be pretty. So for example, I used to not like my eyes. They're big. That was a bad thing back then. And that guy who I was with, he was telling me what I looked like in an ugly form and stuff like that. I was never told I was ugly, but when I started loving myself, I had to force myself to say, I have beautiful eyes. I love my eyes. Thank you, Lord, for my eyes. I can see. I also felt some type of way about my lifestyle and how I dress. I actually did a whole detox with my style and the way I feel about my clothes and my lifestyle. I mentioned in this video how I started implementing small changes into my life, and it resulted in confidence and joy. I said all of this because this is going to take effort and you are going to feel uncomfortable. So I encourage you to really turn that ugly into beautiful words. Turn them around. Anything that you do hate or dislike or that you feel some type of way about, really take the time out, evaluate, and really turn them around to beautiful words, because words are valuable. Words are power. Even in the Bible, it talks about how our words can speak life and death. And just stop putting death on your life. Another thing I will honestly say is, once you get started, keep going. Be consistent. Do not pull those beautiful seeds out of that garden, because I know I do that. So I know what you about to do. You must give it time for the seeds to blossom, especially on the days that you do not feel like it, especially on the days that you do feel ugly or not satisfied, or that you just, I don't know, just don't feel it. Those are the main days that you do it. Not when you feel good, not when you put makeup on, not none of that. None of this stuff makes you beautiful. It's what you feel inside. You check on your friends, you check on your Facebook, you check on celebrities, you check on your business. I'm gonna need for you to check on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Another point that I should make with these pep talks is do them in the mirror and do them outside of the mirror. My husband actually pointed this out to me, and it works. You hear me? It works. Because whatever words you are feeling outside of the mirror, you should start feeling them within, and it'll start reflecting in your life. Right now, try telling yourself that you are beautiful and name a few reasons why you are beautiful. Let's just say, I am beautiful. I am beautiful because I am a good friend. I am beautiful because I am smart. I am beautiful because I desire to live better, my husband called me. But no, literally just start digging in within. It takes practice. It takes a lot of practice, but you have to start somewhere. But try doing it without looking in the mirror. It does make a difference. And once you start seeing on the outside, regardless of what the celebrities are posting, whatever you see on social media, when that does not affect you, that's how you know it's working. That means that you've been doing the work leads to my next phase, which is you are becoming your #1 cheerleader. You are at the point where no one can tell you nothing. You do not seek validation. You are more quicker to cast those words down and those thoughts down with those pep talks that you've been giving yourself. And sure, you can call these affirmations, but I love to call them pep talks because affirmation sounds like a chore to me, but instead, you're literally giving yourself a pep talk, because I'm not saying just create a list of things to tell yourself. What you can start doing, you can start off by creating a list, but the hope is as you evolve in new seasons and new phases in your life, your pep talk should evolve as well. You may just be starting off by being a nurse, I don't know, but then you may start walking into becoming a business owner. You maybe start walking into becoming a mom, a wife. Those pep talks are going to change. I don't sit here and say just I am beautiful and stuff like that. Throughout the day, I remind myself how smart I am, how I am equipped to be a business owner. And sometimes I even use quotes and what people I follow back into my mindset. Okay, content creating. Remember, D, this is going to take a lot of work. You have to be disciplined. In the morning when I wake up 5 o'clock, discipline, discipline, discipline. Different types of pep talks that you have to say to yourself throughout the day. Just imagine one of your girlfriends calling you up and you giving her a quick little pep talk. You got to do the same thing for you, sis. And that is why it's very important to surround yourself with good people, like-minded people, because it's just a whole nother vibe. And once again, pep talks to me is like building a relationship with yourself. You're not just giving yourself a list of things to say, and it's going to sound religious, but you're talking to yourself. And I'm not saying you got to sit here and talk to yourself down the street, but those conversations that's in your head when you interfere with certain emotions, is you have to be quick to talk to yourself real quick. Like, hold up, I'm feeling some type of way.
Wow. You know? And you start saying, nope, I ain't jealous. What am I jealous for? I'm banging. I'm amazing. Yes.
And whatever you can start changing for you. If you feel like you need to gain weight or lose weight, or you feel like you're too skinny or you too big, you do what you got to do to make sure that you feel good. And you talk to yourself and say that I'm going to be patient with my body because I love my body, because my body deserves the grace and the patience that it deserves. You know, you start talking to yourself. Give yourself a pep talk. I even tell people to give themselves a pat on the back. Remember the kindergarten days? Give yourself a pat on the back for you watching this video this long, and give me a thumbs up. And if this video helped you, please comment down below. Yes, I'm ready to be my #1 cheerleader. Woo! So click that red button down below so you can join me with becoming that wife. #Proverbs 31. And I hope to see you next week. Mwah.